Hi YouTube, this is going to be my video on Venus in Libra. So the Venus in a woman's chart is how she acts towards a love interest, and the Venus in a man's chart is what he finds attractive or the qualities that he looks for in a love partner. And the Mars in a man's chart is how he acts towards a love partner, and the Mars in a woman's chart is is what she finds attractive in a partner or the qualities that she looks for in a partner. So if your Venus is in Libra, a Venus in Libra wants to impress you. These people want to impress you by showing you how kind and fair they are, and how they tend to have very good manners. So this is like, they'll show you this high etiquette side of them. They'll show you how smart they are because they are an air sign. So their need to intellectualize with you and their need to socialize and communicate with you is going to be very strong. So this is how they're going to try to impress you on what they know, on how kind they are, and how giving and yielding they are. So Libras tend, the whole thing about Libras is the scale, the balance, and all that. So when they're in a relationship, they can compromise a lot. They will compromise for you a lot. And this is how you know that they like you, is that they'll often side with what you agree on, they'll side on what you believe is right, and they'll most likely keep their mouth shut in an argument because they want to seem very rational and very fair. So so this is if if they like you, they may actually lose themselves, they may lose their identity and become who you want them to be. They can actually kind of morph themselves into a completely different person for the time being, just so that you like them, because they can compromise a lot. They'll compromise what they want to do, they'll compromise what they think, what they believe, just because they like you so much, And at times this can come across very superficial because they are showing a complete fake side to them, They're always wanting to just please you, and they can come across very superficial because of this, especially with their proper manners and their high etiquette, So yeah, generally these people want to keep the peace though. So if the relationship that they're in is unbalanced, they can tear themselves up inside, They have a hard time confronting the situation because they don't want to disrupt the balance. They want everything to seem fair, and if that means compromising their end of the bargain, then they will do that. They are they're idealistic people, and they put an emphasis on romance. These people are ruled by Venus. So imagine being ruled by Venus and then your Venus being in Libra. So this heightens kind of the qualities of Venus a lot. So if a woman has her Venus in Libra, she may not approach the partner first. She may want to be approached first because, traditionally the man should approach the female first. And that's kind of what Venus is about. So it's all about the traditional ways in love. These people will express their love towards you through tangible expressions, more romantic, kind of like roses, chocolates. If you ever seen How I Met Your Mother, Ted Mosby, that's kind of the perfect example of a Venus in Libra, how he buys the roses and he really puts in the effort to impress the girl that he likes. That can also apply for Taurus, but I feel like they will actually show you. A Taurus might be more quiet about how they feel, and they may need to wait to be in the relationship to show you that side of them. But a Libra, this is very see-through, They will actually go out of their way and buy things for you and try to impress you no matter what it is. Like, I'm not going to pinpoint one thing that they're going to do, because depending on the person that they like and depending on the person's interest, it's kind of what they'll do. So if a person likes this, maybe they'll act like this to get that person's attention. If the person likes this, the person with the Venus in Libra will buy this for them. So it really just depends. When they're actually hurt, they don't speak up, but they get offended very easily. They are actually very gentle. They are very sensitive. So they can be hurt, and like, not necessarily so much hurt emotionally, but just offended because they would never say that about you. You know, they don't want to hurt you. They don't want to disrupt the balance. So when someone else does that, they can be very offended by it. They can come across as clingy. But that's just because they're ruled by Venus and they want to spend their time with you and they want to gain your validation and approval of them, and they want to spend time with you. They're an air sign, so they're down to do anything and everything with you. And along with they're an air sign, they don't really like to just be alone all the time. They have a need to socialize. So if you like a Venus in Libra, you might want to start conversations with them. You might want to just talk to them on a wide variety of subjects, but keep it more proper and clean. You know, don't get so much don't get too raunchy, or maybe just something that shouldn't be brought up in a conversation. Something that's more fitting and more appropriate, you know. They're very sociable, they're friendly and polite. So a lot of people have problems with figuring out if a Libra likes them because of how sociable and friendly and polite they are, that they can treat everybody kind of fairly. So this might be hard for you to figure out if they like you, but if you like a Venus in Libra, just go for it, you know? Just give it out on a whim, because it's going to be hard, because they will treat everybody kind of the same, unless they don't like you. But yeah, for the most part, they can be very attractive to the opposite sex, no matter how they look like, because people that are ruled by Venus, and let's say their Venus is in a sign that's ruled by Venus, which is either Taurus or Libra, naturally there's something about them that the opposite sex finds attractive. Now, because they're ruled by Venus, they have an eye for beauty and aesthetics, so their surroundings and their material goods, they want it to be beautiful, you know? So the person that they like might have to be very attractive. These are the people that fall in love at first sight. You know, they believe in romance so much that they can jump from relationship to relationship. And actually, they have a hard time being single because they express themselves in their relationships a lot better just because of the Venus placement, you know? They are always looking for compatibility. So if they meet someone, they're always just thinking, would I look good with this person? Is this person right for me? Is this person the one? And they will most likely want to be at a high status. These people want to climb the social ladder, and they may want someone that is high up there on the social ladder, whether it be the amount of friends that they have, the amount of followers that they have, just something that puts them in a high status, like maybe that they're the smartest or the top in their class, you know, maybe they're the most attractive in the grade, or they're most attractive in the work environment that they're in. They fall more in love on the superficial level of things at times, depending on their other placements in their charts. And they actually fall in love very easily. And they are hopeless romantics. Now, the Venus sign is kind of how you express your feelings. The moon is more what you feel, you know, but the Venus is definitely how it is expressed. So people with their Venus in Libra, because they are an air sign, they may be very good at anything that has to do with writing or socializing or communicating. So a Venus in Libra may express their negative emotions, or if you feel like you may feel the need to go socialize, you may feel the need to go write this down, or you may be good with sales and business, or they could be a very good businessman because they're very good at like transforming into the person that they need to be, to win the other person's attention, affection and stuff. This is why Libras can have a lot of friends, because of the way they kind of just form into what the other person needs them to be. So of course everyone's going to love a Libra, but a lot of water signs and earth signs can see through this and can see through the superficiality. So if your Venus is in Libra, you may want to look for a partner that is more Aquarius, Gemini, or maybe even a fire sign, which is Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Or maybe an earth sign, maybe a Taurus, because Taurus is ruled by Venus also. And Taurus loves the superficiality of things too. Now, these people need to feel respected and cared for. There has to be a mutual respect in their relationship. Because if not, they will allow you to walk over them and they will compromise. But eventually this will drain them and this will change who they are as a person, and they will lose their identity. So Venus and Libra person, if you are in a relationship that is draining you of who you are, and even if you don't know who you are, but maybe you're just becoming someone that doesn't really reflect who you are or what you think about or what you believe in, this may be a relationship that you need to leave. So if a man's Venus is in Libra, he'll like these qualities in a woman. So the woman that seems fair, a woman that's kind, a woman that is a romantic, a woman that's open to new relationships and fresh starts and can be bold and daring. This is someone that the man will find attractive. And if the girl's Venus is in Libra, this is how she acts. So that's it for my Venus and Libra video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.